This is gonna sound so stupid. Oh. Hold on a minute, I just need to gather my thoughts. So, I'm here at my computer. I was browsing around on YouTube and I came across this challenge called the Making Music with No Sound Challenge. And I thought it looked like the most fun thing to do. So today I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do this challenge. However, I'm going to be doing this challenge a little bit differently than most people have done. Most people who've done this challenge have used professional music software. I'm going to be using Vegas Pro, which is basically the software I use to edit my videos on. It's not music production software, but I'm not the first one to use this software to make music on. It has got amazing audio editing capabilities, even though it's a video editing software. So I'm going to be using all my Sony Vegas audio editing knowledge, and I'm going to try my best to make a decent song. Famous last words. It'll probably sound a bit ridiculous, but I guess we'll wait and see. So yeah, enough rambling on. Let's do this challenge. So, yeah, we're all Sony Vegas, and I've got a blank project here, and I'm going to be setting up this for audio. Usually I have my template there, YouTube, but I'm not doing a video, I'm doing audio, so let's fiddle around with the settings. 192 is the best sample rate. A lot of musicians use 192 apparently, so I'm going to set it at 192. Stereo, not 5.1 surround because I'm not editing a Hollywood film. And stereo will do. And yeah, that should be alright. To make me music, obviously I haven't got any synths or any samples or anything on Vegas, so I'm going to be using solely sounds from my sound effects folder and my royalty free musics folder to make me song. Basically I'm going to just drag in as many clips as I feel necessary, and I'm going to toy around with them, add effects, stretch them, all sorts, and hopefully I get a good sounding song from the stuff I use. Or an awful sounding song. I've got no idea how this is going to come out. So yeah, let's start this epic thing. Oh, before I start anything, I forgot volume. Turn down my volume on the amplifier. And just to make extra sure I can't hear it, I'm going to turn the power off on the amplifier as well. And I'm also going to turn the speakers down right here. So there you go, it's on mute. So now I've got the volume down on my amplifier, and I've also got the volume down on my computer there. I've got the sound going through OBS here. Hopefully it's not too loud. I've got no way of monitoring the sound levels. That's just an advert playing in the background. But yeah, you guys can hear it. I can't. So you'll be able to hear all the crazy sounds I'm going to edit and stuff like that. And basically I can hear nothing. So yeah. So first things first, we need a metronome. Because obviously we've got no way of judging the speed of what this track's going to be. Luckily I've got some metronome kind of sounds already in me sound effects folder, so I'll be using what I've got to choose the speed of the song. So I'm going to go to... where is it? There it is. Sound effects. And I'm going to look for a metronome I can use. 140, so I'm guessing that's 140 BPM. Yeah, that looks like a nice repeating thing I can use as a guide. Oh god, this is hilarious. The genre of this song is probably going to be like an electronic sort of ambient techno. It's just going to be something. I don't think I've got a genre because obviously I can't hear what I'm doing. I want an intro, but I want a kind of an ambient intro. Luckily I know some of these songs off by heart, so I can kind of remember how they sound. So the one I've got in my head is, I think it's by Kevin MacLeod. Search music. Kevin. Here it is. Martian Cowboy. Now if I remember right, this song goes... If I pick the wrong song, I'm going to laugh my head off. So it looks like it starts about there, but obviously it's the start of the song, so I'm going to have a nice fade in like that. So it's going to go... looks like it changes about there, so I'll grab that and as time stretch it. I'm just moving that there because the beat doesn't start yet. I'm going to copy a few of them because it needs to like repeat, because I want a quite long intro. The intro is going to be about 40 seconds, so I'm just going to keep repeating these. I don't want it to sound too repetitive, because the way I've overlapped them, you can probably hear them changing over. So if I overlap more sound effects on top of it, it'll hide the fact that it's a repetitive thing. Maybe, just to change it up a bit, I'll reverse that one, and I'll reverse that one there. I've got no idea how this sounds. I want a sort of whooshing sound. Swoosh, here we go. Those are time stretched as well, but I'm just going to leave them without reverb for effect. It'll probably be quite grisly sounding, like but we'll just leave it. Add effects, reverb. I can't hear this reverb, so we're just going to choose a preset. Medium hall, reverb out. I'll turn the reverb out up a bit just so it has more of an impact. It's creeping over the thing a bit. I have to watch these audio levels over here as well, because I don't want it to go right up there, because it'll sound distorted if it goes into the red, so I need to keep it under the red. It doesn't matter if it goes slightly into the red, I just don't want it up there so it's just completely red. And I want to kind of swoosh there where it comes in and goes out, just to add like a swell to it. I'm going to turn that volume down so it has more impact. And that goes up, and I'm going to time stretch that back. This is just like a swell that goes just to show that like the sounds are still here. It's just like a little tease that it comes back in. And then it goes silent, and then a little tease comes in there. This is totally the most improvised stupid thing I've ever done. Actually, I don't want that totally silent, so what I might do is I might add a car alarm. Actually, instead of keeping it as alarm, I'm just going to take that sound out. That's the alarm, and I'm just going to time stretch it and put it very, very quiet, so it's just ambient in the background. That's still pretty loud. That's the quietest it's going to go. I'm going to add a ton of reverb to that just to hide the fact it's time stretched. So reverb 100. Obviously I can't time stretch that anymore. Oh yeah, I can. Cool. Confuse people even more, so it goes. Then I'm going to get another sound. This intro, honestly. Random Pikachu. Turn the volume down a bit, turn that down a bit. And now it's going to suddenly cut into a lower pitch for no reason at all. So it's just going to stay. Oh, and I'll drag that so it fades out of the alarm. Render. So it should just totally change pitch for no reason. I want it to get a bit more dramatic, so we're going to go in music. See if there's a choir I can add. Choir. Every real choirless ends. I don't actually remember how this sounds, so I'm just going to grab the most choiry sounding bit of the song I can find. That looks pretty smooth there. Grab that bit, drag it out a little bit, and I'm going to stick it there. Hopefully there's no drums in this sound, it'll just sound very strange. I could just add a load of reverb to hide the drums. I might just do that, yeah. Okay. Oh god, that's loud. I like how that fades out there naturally, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that. This is probably going to be the most stupid sounding intro ever. But, you know, this is what I signed up for. It doesn't matter what I name them, because I'm not going to be seeing them or doing anything with them, so I don't need to name them anything elaborate. Render. I'm going to have the Martian Cowboy come back in. As the Martian Cowboy goes do 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 do. This sounds like it could be the do do bit. I don't know if this is how it'll sound like in the final thing. I'm just completely guessing. And I'm going to add a little bit of flange on it. Reverb. Turn the reverb up a bit, because that's my style. Flange. Flange is just a sound that goes pretty much. Before I do anything, I'm going to save it. Save as. Because Vegas has a habit of crashing when I add effects to stuff, so that's why I'm going to save it. Music we're hearing. Music we're hearing. Yes, I've got very brief names for stuff, but it works for me. Could add a wah-wah, but I think a flange will sound more spacey. Depth. Right up to 100. Oh god. I'm going to choose a very stupid number. 1, 2, 3, 4. For no reason. This is going to be the build up to the track. I'm going to go into the track. Something that's going to like swell into the track. So, see what we've got. High to low sweep. There we go. 4 too slow, 4 too slow. I want like a voice saying, "Are you ready?" But I don't think I've got a voice that does that. That looks a bit empty, that section there, so I might add some like ambient sound just to fill it out a bit. Voice that says, "Oh, I'm sleepy," but I'm going to reverse it just to make it scary. I'm going to overlap it there, so it's just going to sound very strange. Sleepy, 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 sleepy. I'm just kind of feeling in my head what it's going to sound like. Sleepy. When I hear the feedback, it's probably going to sound nothing like I imagined ever. Distort! Where's distort? Turn up the low end for no reason. This is just to give it some substance. Just to make it sound like it's actually produced quite well, even though it's not. Little subtle fade out. Now I need some vocals just to make it sound good. So we're gonna add that sound, that meme sound that goes wow, and it's got like a jangly thing in the background. I'm sure you know what I'm on about. I'm not going to do any editing to that because I just want to keep it the way it is. I'm just going to have it quiet in the background. I'll add that swoosh sound. Where is it? Swoosh. Just to make sure it fades out indefinitely. I'll do that. I'll move that back. Wow. I'll move that back. And then I'll add the swoosh there. And then I'll have a fade out. Got to make sure you fade everything out. Into the song. Okay, song time. So we need that metronome again. Oh, I have deleted it. Looks like I've deleted the metronome from the timeline, so I'm going to have to put it back in. Oh, damn, where is it? Looks like here it is. Disco techno. Drag it along. That'll do. So, bass drum. Luckily I've got a bass drum. It's a very basic one, but it'll do. I want it to go kick. Just start with a kick first. Just to like lead people into the song. Boo, 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 boo. Pretty much. That's loud. Don't want it going in that red section. It's going to be a very fast song. I've just realised that's a high, a low sweep, and I want it to rise up, not down. So I'm going to reverse that. Quick fix. Hopefully it does the job. Buzzing inside because I can't wait to hear this back. I really can't. Oh my god. Just a random voice saying, oh my god. Bit like Skrillex style. Oh my god. So we're going to have the song played a bit and then just the woman going, oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm going to mute that because I've got the bass drum with the metronome now. So we need a bass. What can I use for a bass, guys? What can I use for a bass? Should I use a sound effect or take something from me music library? World War II air raid siren. Could use that later in the track somewhere. If you've heard the song Children, it goes do 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 do, but the bass goes ob 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 ob. I'm gonna have a ob 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 bass line pretty much. So I just need a really good bass sound, something quite synthy sounding. So guys, I found the perfect bass sound, the Jaws theme, because it goes do 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 do. Those dur sounds will be a perfect bass. That looks like a nice loud one there. I'll choose that. And I'll have a tiny little bit of a fade in. Just the tiniest and a tiny little bit of a fade out. I'm going to put it along the side of the bass drum. Oh god, halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just say about there. That's about halfway in between the bass drum. This is so stupid. And I'm going to time stretch it so it's nice and tight sounding. And I'm going to have to copy and paste that. Oh god. I'm just going to have to estimate every single time where I'm placing it. It's probably going to sound completely off. Oh god, why are they earlier? It's not good. Ooh, I've just thought. I'm going to have the song go ob 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 wee doo wee doo wee doo ob 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 doo 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 doo, something like that. So I'm going to have to have the song cutting in and out and in and out. Just something quite quirky sounding for the first part of the song. And it'll be easier to edit until the song goes crazy later on. Oh, whoa, that's... Oh. I forgot the song was much faster than I thought. Okay, it's going to be like a happy hardcore song. Pretty much. I probably sound like a moron right now. Pitch shift this one up 4, and then, you know, the next one's going to be 6. Okay, it's going to be like... It's going to sound stupid. Okay. Oop. Now I'm going to copy all them and pretty much paste them. But I'm going to replace those two so it goes down instead of up. Up. I'm going to add a hi-hat next, just to lay out the tracks, you know. I'm going to shrink it. It'll probably sound very strange, because hi-hats usually have a ring to them. This is going to be like more of a than a ch. But, oh well. I'm going to have a double. Like a titty on it. Titty. Booty. And then it's just going to cut off with a crash cymbal there. For no reason. Remember, this is like a prog rock song I'm making, so it's got to change a lot. sounds like this is where a like sort of like ambient sort of thing comes in. Yeah, I want a skippity bop, but I want it to sound like in the background, so we're gonna put the skippity bop 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 thing in. I can't actually remember what the skippity bop sounds like, but I've got a vague idea in my head. Whoa, that's loud. Skippity bop. I'm gonna have it keep repeating, but on this one I'm gonna have it overlaid, and then I'm just gonna do this. This could add a weird effect to it, just like little bits of it, like that. And I'm going to delete them, so it's kind of overlaid and it's going to skip just for no reason. Bathed in light. Reverb, I'm going to add full reverb to this. Pitch shift. I always add drums because that gets rid of any stuttering sound. I can't remember how this sounds like, so I'm just going to put 5 because 5's a nice number. All that reverb's added a lot of like distortion to it, so I'm going to have to turn that right down. I'm just doing anything here, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm going to have that crossover in there just to make it sound quite trippy. Then that's going to reverse back out like that. I want a bass sound to come in here just to blow people's heads off, so what can I find that's a big bass sound? Big hard hitting like swell of a bass music. Ooh, there's some nice bass notes in there. If we can isolate one of them. That's where the bass comes in there. So I'm going to isolate that. It's going to be like a slow burr. This is so fun. Pump up the bass even more. Graphic EQ, boost bass. That's what I want. And I want a voice to come on and say something random there just to confuse people. I'm going to add a sad girl sound and then a voice coming on and saying something completely unrelated, like something happy even though there's a sad girl sound. Some crying there. Quiet crying. Probably crying because it sounds so awful. After a little bit of crying, there's just going to be a voice saying something random. How dare you, Greta Thunberg? Yes, Greta Thunberg, you're now featured in my song. You may be a climate activist, but now you're a song activist. How dare you? And then I'm going to add something really happy after that, because it makes no sense. Can someone give me a... Oh yeah. How dare you? Oh yeah. Hello, kitty. The cat's climbing underneath us. What are you doing, Simba?
Are you licking the yoghurt out of there? Are you licking the yoghurt out of the yoghurt pot? Are you licking the yoghurts? Are you licking the yoghurts out of the yoghurt pot? You crazy cat.
It's gonna go, well, yeah, or more like it's gonna go like silent, and then the beat's just gonna suddenly come back on with a bit of cypher electronic in there. This is gonna sound so stupid. Oh, it's gonna come in there. I need to keep it on the key, so I'll match it up to the metronome, just because I'm a perfectionist like that. There we go. That's nicely matched to the metronome. Reverse. Pikachu, 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 yes! Pikachu. That's where the chew comes in. Pikachu, 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 Pikachu. And then I'm going to make the last Pikachu pitch shifted. Very pitch shifted. I want to go more just a bit more crazier than the last section, because this is like the more built up section over here. Let's add something a bit more funky. What has guitars in it? I've been working on this song for over an hour now, and I haven't really got much anyway. I'm probably going to work on it for an hour and a half, and then I'll be done. Quirky dog, I can't remember what that sounds like. Oh, yes. This is gonna kill some people's heads. This is getting very confusing. So there, that's where I need it on it. I don't even know if it's in tune or anything, or on time or anything. I speed it up because it's gonna sound much crazier sped up, so I'm gonna time stretch that there. I'm going to have a weird old man-y sounding thing here. Corn dogs in Santa Monica. That sounds old man-y. Pitch shift it, just so it doesn't sound like the original. Let's turn it down a bit. Preserve. Blah, blah. I can't hear what I'm doing here, so this is very hard. I think it's low pass I want. Bass hum. I'm going to put the frequency up a bit though. Muffler. That's what I want. I want it to sound muffled. But I want to add a slight bit of like tinny reverb to it, so I'm going to add metal tank. Turn that down a bit because I don't want the effect to be too strong. And that should be my sound. I'm nearly finished the song, guys. I'm not going to make the song too long. I might do some edits off camera and then I'll go back to the final product. I think I'm going to select all of that to there. But I'm going to pitch shift the drums. I don't know why I feel like pitch shifting the drums, but I just do. I think it'll sound very different. I want the whole lot of that. That comes straight back in. Goes like a fade out. And a fade back in. Just for effect. Cha-cha real smooth. Yep, I'm going to add a cha-cha real smooth somewhere in the song randomly.
One hop this time.
Cha-cha real
One hop this
smooth.
time.
I think that's the cha-cha real smooth there. If it's not, then I've added it anyway. Before that bit there. Okay, there we go. There's my finished track. In all its glory. I've got no idea what this monstrosity is going to sound like. But you guys have probably got a clear idea now of kind of where it's going. I'm going to do a few little edits off camera. And I'm going to take a break. Get some food. Come back. And then I'm going to give it a listen. Okay guys, I'm back from my break. Now it is, the song in all its glory. Oh, what am I in for here guys? What am I in for? What is this going to sound like? I have no idea. I've decided I'm going to name the track Vegas Unheard because it's made on Vegas and it's been unheard, so Vegas Unheard sounds cool. Well, it's that time, folks. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to take a listen. Oh, God. This is going to sound crazy, I just know it. I just know it, guys. This is going to sound absolutely insane, especially the speed I put it at and how many sound clips are dragged in. I thought before I made this, oh, I'm going to know exactly how it sounds because I know every sound effect and every music thing I'm adding. But yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a listen. I like the bits of fading out in there. What? Bizarre. Actually sounds quite good. Bit choppy, but good. What? Hold on a minute, I just need to gather my thoughts. What the hell? Oh, that intro actually sounds good, even though it's a bit choppy here and there. But I kind of nailed the ambient sound. But like, what's going on right now? What is going on? Anyway, let's go back because I need to listen to that again. Sudden cut off. Nice relaxing bit here. I think I need it after that. Ooh. What the hell?
Oh my god, 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 oh my god, god,
Cha-cha slide to the
god,
left.
god, oh my god,
Slide
god,
to the
god,
right.
god, 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 god,
Crisscross.
god.
Cha-cha real smooth.
possibly dance to this track. It changes far too much.
Wait a minute.
This is an assault on me, yes. Wow. Wow. That's spooky, Jesus. I recognize that. What the What the hell have I created? That is all I can say. Well, I can honestly say that is the craziest thing that I've probably ever created in my life. I've created a lot of crazy tracks where I can actually hear it, but that is something else. Honestly, that first bit sounded good for the first 5 seconds. It was like, oh, this is going to be an epic ambient piece. And then all of a sudden it just descended into chaos. I mean, it sounds a good ambient intro, but the choppiness just solidifies the fact that it's really badly produced. And that beat, it's like them arcade machines, you know, them arcade machines in the arcades with like the anime tracks on, and it's got the voice going, yeah, you've done well, blah blah blah. Except it's those tracks on acid. If you went into an arcade on serious class A drugs, that would probably be how it sounds like. There's some really odd random Pikachu and voices and all sorts thrown in there as well.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god, god, god. Sorry. I'm enjoying that far too much. Oh my god, 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 oh my god, god. Just with a chatter slide in the background, it just completes it, honestly. Well, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the monstrous creation. I am going to put the song at the end of the video in its entirety for you to listen to, because of course it deserves a spotlight on it. It deserves its own attention in its entirety, so yeah. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm very hot right now because I've been laughing so much and I've left the heating on and this house is absolutely boiling. But yeah, here's the full song, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Vegas, Unheard.
How dare you?
Oh my God, God,
This
God,
time.
oh my God, God, God,
Right
oh my
foot, 2
God,
stumps.
God, God, oh my God,
Left foot,
God,
2
God, oh my
stumps.
God, God, God,
Slide to the left.
God, oh my God,
Slide
God,
to the
God, oh my
right.
God, God, God,
Crisscross.
God, God, God,
Crisscross.
God.
Cha-cha real smooth.